Hey, here it is.
Yeah, some Spanish guitar and Nebraska versus Florida State.
And why is there Spanish guitar in Miami? This is the Orange Bowl.
It's a Cuban guitar, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know that real famous Cuban guitar.
Oh, sure, there's good Cuban guitarists.
Uh-oh.
What's funny is...
There it is. Look at, he's the man.
Tom Osborne.
Look at that uncomfortable stance. Dr. Tom, could you just put your foot up on the stool for
Stop
like
moving your fingers.
35 seconons?
Act like you're trying to air out your balls.
Yeah.
This is what Peyton Manning did to that trainer. Oh, the memories.
Predated.
Can you just remember all the failures for us, Dr. Tom? Would you do that for us as you're on here? Yep, there was that failure.
Yeah.
And so many others, right, Dr. Tom?
The last 15 years of his career, his face looked the same age.
Oh, yes. But wait, why would they show that? Oh, this is the pregame,
It's
right?
the pregame.
Yeah.
They don't know what the
So
end...
we're watching the Florida State 1993-94 Orange Bowl against Nebraska, Florida State. Obviously, we wouldn't just watch Florida State for someone else. Possibly the most disappointing game in the history of Husker football.
But not, because we were 17 and a half point dogs.
That's right. That highlight that they showed of that go for two, that was the most disappointing. Although it built the legacy. You're right. I was 33 then, so that's different.
Accurate. Bobby Bowden actually is a Florida State alum.
Is he?
Yeah.
Random thing.
That was their first. This was their first championship.
Where did Osborne go to school?
Hastings.
Hastings on the Hudson.
Oh, so Bobby did. Oh, but Bobby Bowden didn't win a national championship there as a player.
No. This is it. This is it for him. This was.
Well, I mean, he wins another.
Yeah, but I mean, this was the first.
Right.
I don't want to. Oh, spoiler.
You had a random thought, Tweedy. What was it? I think we probably.
Yeah,
pushed
you
it out
guys
of
blew
your head.
right through it.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Oh no, it was just that I think Bobby Bowden he went there, but he didn't win a national championship as a player, just as a coach.
No, this was their first national championship,
Ever.
I think.
All
Florida
that money
State's.
they spent on all those players all those years finally paid off.
Speaking of money, it's ridiculous that this stadium was not a great stadium anymore by this point.
Oh no. Orange Bowl?
Yeah.
This was It was crap, man.
90s football uniforms, man. The midriff.
Oh,
The midriff and the
neck
big
collar.
ass shoulders.
Yes, Nick's the fourth
The loose
best
sleeves.
point guard in Nick's
They still
history.
got pads on their legs.
Yeah.
The receivers aren't taking the pads out of their pants.
I remember they had to put
You
this
can still put
horse
stuff
down.
on fire, and you can still have like
Yeah.
a Native American dude riding a horse.
They
still do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I believe they.
They haven't done that in California because someone will just nag them to death.
Well, I believe they have the permission of the Seminole tribe, which is kind of where the import lies to them, I guess.
yeah, they asked their uncle that. It's like an eighth Seminole.
I like the airborne
That's
number ones
possible.
and the handholds
That is
coming
very
out
possible.
of the tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Here it is. I
know-
remember watching this game. My brother.
This game, folks. There's going to be some genuine anger in this game.
So we were number 2 in the country, but we were the only undefeated team.
Yeah.
Florida State lost to Notre Dame, then Notre Dame eventually lost to Boston College. We were considered by most people to be at best the third best team in the country.
Yep.
Florida State, then Notre Dame.
I wish we
then
would have had
us.
Notre Dame because we would have beat them probably.
I mean, we beat Florida
we beat
State.
Florida State.
yeah.
And Tommy Frazier's a freshman here, right?
Yes, he is.
Sophomore.
Oh, he is.
Sophomore, because then we won in '94 and '95, his junior and senior
Oh, yeah,
years.
that's right.
Now,
Calvin Jones, Omaha Central.
Now, did
Corey Schlesinger, Corey Dixon.
did Frazier play in
Abdul Muhammad
the
Bullet Butt.
Gerald Armstrong? Did a 95, a tight end wearing 95?
Dr. Rob Zadishka.
Oh, now that's a nice.
Aaron Graham, Zach
That's a
Weegar.
nice line
God
right
damn.
there. Those guys were underclassmen, maybe then.
You think
or
someday
juniors.
people are going to be like Peyton Newell and...
No,
I hope so.
I
yeah,
hope
I do
so
too.
too.
Well, yeah, Abdul Muhammad, he got shot like in a drive-by in California, and they couldn't get the bullet out of his butt, so they called him Bullet Butt.
Oh no.
That's a good nickname.
These are some. Oh, these are the
Derek
names that they
Brooks.
used on Key and Peele. Tudrick McIntosh.
I don't recognize any of those names.
Devin Bush, he
Derek-
played in the NFL. For Corey Sorer played
Derek
in the
Brooks
NFL.
was definitely the biggest
I bet
name.
you most of those guys played in the NFL. Actually, Florida
There was
State
some
had
speed on that
players.
defense.
Absolutely. Oh,
Come on, Calvin.
Oh, Calvin.
That's a guy who should have had a better NFL career than he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crackle do that to you.
Oh, did he do crack?
Wasn't he one of them crack dudes?
I don't know.
Jeez, that's a
Calvin Jones, right?
That's a pretty big.
Yeah, that's just you can't just throw out. Wasn't he one of them crack dudes without a little more behind that? I mean, this is not journalism, certainly.
Dude,
but,
I'm sorry, but I've talked to the dude.
Oh, you have.
I think
an
this was
adult.
his last game. Yeah, because I think he left after junior year. What? Sorry.
I want to. Can you Google Calvin Jones crack?
Sure. He was part of the Weebacks.
I hope a butt crack picture comes
Calvin
up
Jones just showing his butt crack
when he was on crack.
when he was on crack, high on crack, showing his butt crack.
He and Derek.
Crack on crack.
What was Derek
Derek Brooks.
Brown? Maybe no. The running back who was the Weebacks with Calvin Jones.
Oh, you got more than me on this. I didn't have TV as much in this
Dude,
era.
I really could not tell you in order who our running backs have been. I can tell you a lot of their names, but I couldn't tell you their orders.
That's close. Oh, they're going for it. No, they're not. But hey, they used up a few minutes.
Who was the guy before Lawrence Phillips? Leotis Flowers? No, he's like late 80s, right? Like
Yeah.
88.
Yes, maybe even a little earlier.
No, I remember him, so he can't be that much earlier.
You're right. I'm thinking of Jarvis Redwine.
Yeah, he's like from the 70s.
Yes.
I believe he was initially a walk-on.
Who's that?
Red wine.
Jarvis Redwine? What a name.
Either him or Hip. I can't remember which one.
Would you think he was cool if his last name was a white wine?
Not as cool.
Right?
How
Or
many
rosé wine.
How many annoying people sang the
William Floyd?
Charlie Ward.
the reggae version of Red Wine to Jarvis Red Wine?
Oh, God.
When that came out.
It was a tough few years for him. He can never go on a cruise ship. They play that
Every time
nonstop.
Cops came on, they'd be like, remember that other song these guys wrote? Red Wine?
Oh, wait. That's the same.
Bad Boys and Red Wine are the same.
Bad Boys is UB40?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
it's
Bad
not.
Boys is Inner Circle, and Red Wine was also, the popular version was a cover done by the same group, yes?
No, Red Wine was UB40.
UB40.
Google it.
Oh, that one I can tell you.
I know that.
Again.
I was doubting the Cops thing.
I Googled it when I was on a cruise ship, and it played every hour. And
Calvin
for
Jones
2 months.
is 47 years old
I'm
now.
pretty sure that Inner Circle also sang Red Wine. Maybe not
So
the
yeah,
same version.
I'm about the same age as most of these guys at this point.
Calvin Jones played with the Omaha Beef in 2000.
What about
Yeah.
crack?
No, I found nothing on that.
So let's
Did you
let's
Google,
rescind.
did Calvin Jones smoke crack?
You just said Calvin Jones crack. To be
Yeah,
fair.
I want to watch more of this game.
Yeah.
Well,
You are kind of barking out orders there, like you're the
I'm not barking
Colonel
out
Kurtz.
I'm not barking out orders.
You
guys
are kind of the
woof.
Colonel Kurtz of this podcast.
I don't know who that is.
Isn't that the guy in Apocalypse Now?
I don't know.
Oh, nobody knows. Well, then never mind. I rescind the. Here we go. Who
Terry
are these guys?
Keneally, Trev Alberts,
Dante Jones. That's another good one. Ed Stewart.
Yes.
Ed Too Tall Stewart. No, it's
Yeah.
not the same person.
Baron Miles is one of my favorite Huskers of all time.
Tyrone Williams.
Toby Wright, his son's considered in the
Yes,
Huskers.
he
Man,
is.
I saw him. He was little. Tyrone Williams. I saw him at the spring game. He was little.
He's a guy who got in trouble for.
Yeah, you could tell.
He was accused of attempted murder, but then went on to have a long career with the Packers.
There
Didn't
we
he
go.
also do drugs? Didn't he end up having drug addictions in his career too?
I'm not going to search Tyrone Williams' crack.
We're done searching drug addictions. Oh, but did he fumble?
Charlie totally got outplayed by Tommy Frazier in this
Oh
game.
yes. That's why this is the game where he chose basketball.
Yeah. Well, probably because he had dudes just beating the hell out of him.
Bobby Bowden just looks like a nerd.
Well, now, how much should we give that guy? Well,
He
he
looks
should
like
be
a-
playing better then. How
His
much should we give
clothes were
that guy?
cool in the 90s, though, those clothes.
Yeah, but not the glasses. He looks like he should own a Bennigan's. Or maybe like the general manager of a Bennigan's.
Oh, good.
Corey Dixon.
I
Yeah,
thought
this
did
is
they
going
cut
to
ahead?
skip around. Yeah.
Nice. I like the skip around. No,
I
this
do-
is the same thing. They just skipped the commercial.
Oh, is that what it is? But it's only an hour 20.
This isn't
so
going to
it's-
make me angry, is it?
Yes,
Oh,
it's going to make
God.
you very angry.
This is
Yes,
the block
it
in the back,
is.
isn't it?
Yeah, and you don't see the flag yet. There's no flag. No
Nope.
flag. It gets thrown way after the fact.
And there is no block in the back. You can't hear it now because I've got the volume turned down, but I'm pretty sure you even hear the guy say, "Where's the block?" when they look at the replay.
I wish they said numbers then. They didn't say numbers in college
Right.
football in the penalty at that point.
That's why I made it easy for them.
Yeah. Get out of here, fat Chris Fowler.
He does look like a fat Chris Fowler.
So was that who was on the take?
And there is no replay.
No.
Well, that's not
there isn't even now, but hopefully they'll show the replay.
There isn't a reviewable.
Oh, we used to have Apex for our branding clothing at that time.
Where's
Apex
this block in the
doesn't
back? Let's
exist.
watch. Hold on. Let's see.
Nah,
No, that's not
I think
it.
that's what they called.
That one, but there was no one.
But he had his head on the right side.
Yeah, how's that free sack feel, you fat son of a bitch? God, you're right. I'm already furious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From this point on, especially the way the
there's
game
no-
turns out.
There's no getting unangry about this game. If you've ever listened to our interview with Christian Peter, you'll understand that.
We should. God, I want to go back and listen to the interview again. It's been so long. That was the.
Well, maybe you put a link to it or something. So
Yeah, that was
people-
my favorite interview we've ever done, except for that last Charlie one. That one was great
Yes.
too.
I was at the. Did I do the last Charlie one?
Yeah, that's the one where
Yeah.
he just kept saying stuff. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, he just kept going.
I was like, holy shit, you're saying so much. Tommy Frazier just looks so calm.
Now, I will say this, for the legend of how well he played, and he did, is a very low-scoring game.
Oh yeah.
Well, because
But he
all of our
played-
touchdowns got called back.
Right.
And they got extra touchdowns they didn't deserve.
That's true.
Accurate.
Oh, here we go.
It's either here or as it comes down here, a man is hit
That's not a block in the back.
from behind. I don't think
He doesn't touch
I
him.
don't
there
think
it
there's
was.
a penalty. He said it right there.
I think that's what they got, though, and he
Yeah.
lifted his hands up before. I wonder if almost the lifting the hands up made it look worse.
Right.
Yeah, you might be right.
we open the second quarter, no score, Nebraska.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I suggested this game today, too.
And now we're all mad.
Lance
Well,
Lundberg, that's one of the linemen from
Tommy.
maybe from Ponca.
But here's the
or
thing.
Hardington,
And-
somewhere in northeast Nebraska.
And I'm sure this will say this in the preview of this. This is the beginning of the dynasty.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's the thing. Although this we all know how this ends, but what we're looking at here is the forging of a champion.
Yeah, we're watching the 2008, the 93 version of 2018 right here.
You think we're gonna go to the title game and lose?
Well, we're going to make it far, get a little disappointed.
Well, what happened in Frazier's freshman year? What bowl game did Nebraska play in? Then, oh my lordy!
We got housed in the Orange Bowl that year. I want to say against Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
It was almost always because that's the thing. All the Orange Bowls, we were basically playing home games or away
Well,
games.
I think
you
that
know?
was the game where Tom Osborne was like, it doesn't really seem fair to let Miami come out to all their smoke and everything.
Yeah.
Because it's not technically a home game for them.
Right.
And so they didn't, but then Sebastian or Seabass or whatever the name of that mascot of Miami is brought a fire extinguisher
course,
out
and
and
did
they
his
came out to
own-
that smoke then.
Yeah. Well, that's what they would have done at an away game anyway, I guess.
I was right about Derek Brown in 92. I think it was 92. Yeah. Was the
at
running
those
back
shoulder
along with
pads.
Calvin Jones. Yeah.
He looks like the guy from the Fantastic Four, the Rock guy. Who is
Hulk?
that? No, not Hulk. In the
Oh,
Fantastic
the Michael
Four.
Chiklis guy.
Yes, Michael Chiklis. Yes. What the heck is that guy called?
Derek Alexander
Thing?
in this.
Thing?
See, he looks way bigger than 260 with
Yeah.
all those pads.
Yeah. Well, the pads. That was the one thing.
Think
those-
about how big Sue would have looked in those pads.
Oh my God. He didn't wear any pads, right?
Yeah, he just wore. He just taped tampons to his shoulders, maxi pads to his shoulders, to absorb the other team's blood.
Nice. Well
You
crafted.
had-
Yeah.
I'm glad we gave you the
played
space
the
on
long
that
game
one.
with that one.
What does your shoulder tattoo upper one say?
Oh, Monty paid me hum.
Is that like a mantra?
It's the Dalai Lama's mantra.
You met the Dalai Lama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Husker fan? He is now.
He didn't talk to me.
Trev Alberts, man.
As
That
a
guy-
choice?
No, as there was 1,000 people trying to.
Right. Wow.
Look at that. He's got a dislocated right
Is that
elbow.
what that is?
Yeah. Grabs with the left hand and basically just makes the tackle with the left hand.
From Cedar Falls. Ooh, Iowa.
Northern Iowa.
That's got a sting.
Who's that, Trev?
Yeah.
Not as much as Noah Fant going to play for the Hawkeyes and being like the
That-
number one
he-
tight end in the country.
Is he a senior this year?
Yeah.
No.
No, he's still-
Junior?
Is he a junior?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bo is the one that bumbled that recruit, right?
No. Riley. Because
Yeah.
Riley wanted him to be an end instead of a tight end.
That's
Or
right.
a defensive end.
Why, Riley? When you use the tight end, a guy
then
like that.
they relented late, and it was too late at that point.
But why don't an in-state guy? You get on campus, and you know, that's foolish.
Yeah, his first year at Iowa was 2016. He's just a
Foolish.
junior.
But he may
this
go
coming-
pro after this year.
Gonna have to put on a little bit of weight. I feel like.
Yeah. And also, he plays at Iowa. I mean,
I've seen him on Mel Kiper's big board. Kiper's been through his garbage and knows a lot about him by now. Oh, God, a
Whoa.
guy's head fell off. No, it didn't.
William Floyd is excited
big
about
boy.
that 5-yard gain.
Yeah, come on, every Florida person who's here.
Man, Toby Wright laid some hits in this game. The other thing I remember about this game, and we probably won't see a lot of it because we've got a condensed version, but the number of tomahawk chop
Cutaways?
shots in this game was just nuts. It's like, come on, man.
No, they kept all those in here. There's a whole they
we
edited
need
them
a
together.
thing that we
There's
do.
8 minutes in a row.
We need a thing that we do. Maybe like one person goes like this, and then the other two people husk him.
Yeah, husk 'em.
A thing being like making yourself look like a corn cob.
Yeah.
People can only hear us.
Oh yeah, yeah. You make yourself look like a corn cob, like by putting your hands above your head.
Yep, hands up on your head like a cone
It
head.
looked
And
like
then-
you were starting to do the OH thing. I was about to kick your
no.
ass.
Oh no.
O-H, O-H, hi, O-H.
That shit's annoying.
What? That,
The
yeah.
O-H-I-O.
Dotting the I.
Charlie McBride.
There he is, Charlie.
Knocking some
Dude.
good glasses.
Man, he was
And-
chewing that gum there, man.
Dude, I bet
He chewed that piece of gum the whole season.
Keeps his jaw muscles strong.
Absolutely. You start with a whole pack of gum. By the end of the
How
season,
fast
it's
do you
one
think
piece.
he could eat a leather jacket? Based on how strong you think his jaw is. I bet he
Is
could. I bet he could.
is it
Like
is
a-
it cooked or is it raw?
No, it's just he just bought it at Wilson's, so it's
Ooh.
good leather.
What
Is
size,
it
men's or
soft leather?
women's?
It's not a bomber
Oh
jacket.
yeah, you're right.
gross
No,
leather.
it's a bomber jacket.
Whoa,
it's like
a
hard
bomber
leather.
jacket. That's gonna
and
take
it's
a
from the
little longer.
70s, and it's so it's
Been
sev-
worn?
It's been worn
Well, that might soften it up.
a
Might
little bit,
tenderize
maybe.
it.
I bet he could do it in.
I'm gonna
now.
say 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like 90.
What,
so.
what size is it?
Oh,
Men's
it's
large?
important.
It's his size.
Okay.
His size. Oh, if it's his own jacket, 30 minutes.
Oh, you think he knows better?
Oh yeah,
because he
I
knows
think
the
he's-
ins and outs
yes,
of that jacket.
Absolutely, he knows what part to eat first.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Goddamn Scott Bentley.
Field goal, man.
He was a pro.
Yeah, I think so.
Look at how open, like how wide open all those Florida State fans' mouths get.
That's so they can eat the flies.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
That's weird. That's
protein.
not what I thought it was.
They can't do the gator chomp, but they all eat flies, right?
Yeah.
We don't. We probably have a lot of.
And the
fans
women's
in
mouths can
Florida.
get open even bigger.
Oh boy, because they eat twice the amount of flies.
Bentley played parts of 4 seasons in the NFL with the Falcons, the Broncos,
Look at
the
that
Chiefs,
mouth.
and the Redskins.
Look at how
There you
big
go.
that mouth is.
It is a big mouth. All right. Well, she's a cheerleader. though.
Husker cheerleaders, very demure mouths. Very petite. Look
I
at that
never
guy, very
noticed
small
that.
mouth. Number 2, small mouth.
He probably's not from Nebraska.
Well, but he's a Husker. They don't fist each other in the mouths and
Oh boy.
let's go.
Man,
return game was strong in the early going
Yeah.
here.
It's their best offense at this point.
I'm trying to remember, and I'm disappointed in myself.
I do love the way they just cut here.
I kind of do too, except it takes away some of the fun.
Some of the fun, but
Come
I
on,
thought he was going to
Calvin.
throw it again.
Come on, Cal.
There it is.
Dude, he looks like a fullback.
Another fake block in the back.
You think that C stands for crack?
No, it's Calvin.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. You're not
We're,
sure.
Whoa, Michigan. That's your best result ever.
North Carolina State.
Oh, Tennessee
Penn
losing.
State just hurt them. Boston College. I don't know why that
Miami
Boston.
got.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why Notre Dame got dinged so much for that Boston College loss. Boston College ended up being pretty damn good.
Yeah, Doug Flutie.
Nah, nope.
Oh, there's a game no one wanted to see.
I didn't realize Wisconsin played in the Rose Bowl that year.
Yeah. West Virginia. Oh, boy. Well, we'll have to catch those scores later.
West
3rd and
Virginia and
17.
Florida are still playing. This is the de facto national championship, and they're just in the first quarter.
Yes.
Number
you're
12
right.
Michigan played North Carolina State in their bowl game.
There it is.
Unranked NC State.
There it
I
is.
know, yeah.
That's a first down.
Oh, don't worry.
Is that Cluster
he didn't
Johnson?
fall.
Was that close?
Cluster.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man, we need to tweet at him.
Another.
Cluster, not the molester, was his
Whoa.
nickname.
Yeah, we don't have those on our team. We just have crackheads.
Frazier's working something out in his arm there.
I'll take a
Hope it's-
crackhead over a molester every day.
Every day of the week. I'll take a guy that runs over kids in a pickup truck over
That
a
was a
guy
cheap
that
shot.
diddles
We had
kids.
one of them.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
I'd much rather Lawrence Phillips did that than diddle him.
Okie dokie. That would have been weird after a pickup football game. Yeah, that was a cheap hit.
I'm glad it was that and not a blood clot in his arm. That's probably what led to those, though.
All the cheap hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a shame to me. I mean, he obviously would have gone to the Canadian League, and he didn't he, for a bit? But then he
Just a
wasn't able to
minute.
play. But
Yeah.
it would have been interesting to see if he developed in any way.
He
up
wasn't
there.
a terrible passer.
No, not at all.
I mean,
and he
he's
could
been throwing
stand in
every,
there.
every pass.
OJ!
Oh my God!
Speaking of the juice, of being on the juice,
OJ was a pretty good sideline guy, though. I'll give him
OJ threw it all away.
OJ's a
had it
likable
going
guy.
on.
OJ's
Of
a-
course, charismatic.
that's why he.
that. He was great in the Naked Gun movies. We all know that.
Oh
That's why
my
he got
God.
away with murder.
Oh, and horse collar.
Come on.
Horse collar.
Wasn't a penalty yet at that point.
I don't remember that.
That
Don't worry, it gets called
deflection
back.
touchdown.
Does it get called
Ooh.
back?
I didn't remember those cheerleader uniforms either.
Yeah.
Those were
What happened to
different
their
than I-
arms? They're the shoulders. Dr. Tom was like, okay,
Is that
fine.
Ball? Yeah, that's
You
Reggie
can
Ball.
show shoulder.
Okay, well, now that was a break in our favor, I'm going to say.
Why?
Well, I
But
mean, it was-
also, that hit the first dude in the hands.
that's true. But it wouldn't have been a touchdown if it hit him. But hey, I'm just trying to feel better about this game.
Neither would have the deflection with Shevin Wiggins to Matt Davison. You know, you got to take what you can get.
Oh God.
And also, that doesn't change-
Speaking of molesters, actually, Shevin Wiggins might have been our one guy.
oh
Really?
dear.
What do you do?
Oh my God. what-
underage.
Oh, well, but how old was he?
He was in his 6th year at Nebraska.
Oh boy.
So he was like 24, and how
Yeah.
old was the girl?
Must have been
don't remember.
17 or
That's
16.
fine. 24 and 17.
I
don't
think it
know.
was barely.
No, but that's not the same as like
Okay.
a 45-year-old and
How
an
did this
8-year-old.
episode get into the?
Fair point.
We've gone into the criminal roles of everyone.
Deflection.
What else?
No, that did not hit Cluster
No,
in the
it
hands.
didn't.
What is
Right place, right time.
Reggie Ball's got the Tommy Frazier running stride,
Yes.
like feet out.
Yeah, I always admire those guys that can just run. Like I see guys that run that it's almost like they're jumping off their back foot.
Right.
Yeah.
Pushing,
it's
they're
just
getting,
like
their balance is so good. Whereas when I tried
it's
to
in their
race you, I tried to
conditioning,
do
too.
that, and I fell down.
and they're conditioning too because that gasses you quick. That extra jump.
Yes. Well, that's
By the
why
way-
guys like, who run the 100, you don't see those guys usually running the 800.
Right.
You'll have a guy like, the Jamaican
also-
guy who runs up to the 400, I think he did.
Oh,
but
Bolt.
But then at the end it was just 1 and 200. And in the
It was just 1 and 2.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it's a cheetah. After they run and kill prey, they have to like rest for 24 hours.
Yeah. They do a cheetah run at the San Diego Zoo. Highly recommend it. Very exciting.
Is it? I bet it doesn't stack up to the Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo.
The San Diego
Or if
Zoo.
you'd rather, instead of
The
going...
Henry Dorley Zoo is usually ranked higher.
Yeah,
Then the
Henry-
San Diego Zoo?
It's ranked the #1 zoo in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't know this. This is great news.
The Lead Jungle is absolutely fantastic.
But so
Is
not
it
just
indoor?
yeah. But not just the jungle, the desert, and they have a new one that just opened I haven't seen yet.
Oh my
It's cool,
God.
man.
Their Antarctic thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
All right, guys, you sold me.
The jungle was the first one of those big things they had, and it remains cool.
Yeah, it's still cool. And like the birds fly like by your head and shit.
Oh my goodness.
It's
And
cool,
they
man.
have a lot of big animals?
Yeah, like you have to dodge pythons, like they'll eat you.
I don't. Wow.
It's the adrenaline rush that makes that place cool.
This is news to me, guys.
When I was in 3rd grade, they had these big vines that go from the bottom to the top. We climbed up them. My buddy Michael Tackett, who's no longer with us, made it to the very top of the Lead Jungle. It was the most impressive thing I'd ever seen in my young
Is that how he
life.
passed away?
Yeah, I hope not.
He fell and then was eaten by a python.
Well, if you're gonna go,
If you're gonna get eaten by a python, if you're gonna get eaten by a python,
Python is the way.
yeah, because the fall knocks you out.
Yeah, right. You want that fall first.
Yeah, for sure.
Or OD/Python.
Yeah, anything where you die before the python.
Right.
You can get shot in the face and then
Yes,
a python.
shot in the face/Python makes it cooler.
Yeah.
Train collision/Python.
Yeah.
Comes on the scene.
Drug overdose
Yeah.
in a jungle python.
Old age. Python comes
Charlie
into the old
almost
age
murdered Bobby Bowden and could have fed him to a python, just nearly running him over.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Bobby had a little trouble getting out of the way there.
Well, he.
Oh, Charlie Ward.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Charlie McBride, and I was like, whoa, what
Yeah, there was
happened?
a-
What did I miss?
Well-known fight in the.
Terry Keneally.
That's Larry the Cable Guy's favorite football player.
Terry
Oh,
Keneally?
really?
Yeah. Little known fact, it's in the movie, but there's also 10 minutes I had to cut out where he couldn't remember his name. And I wanted to be like, hey, man, if he's your favorite player, how do you not remember his name?
Oh, you
I
should
remember-
release that as just a 5-minute excerpt of him trying to remember Terry Keneally's
Him
name.
Googling it and then him making me retake that part.
Terry Keneally from Hyannis, Nebraska.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't give you a chance. How did we get roughing the passer? They just
Charlie
murdered
Ward
Tommy
just,
Frazier earlier.
That's a point guard right there. You can't
And the
hit the
Heisman
point guard.
winner.
Yeah.
The Hyannis Longhorns. That's what Terry Keneally was.
I wish they mic'd up Tommy Frazier. I bet you Tommy
Oh, that
That was a
Frazier,
little late,
That
Kevin
was
Raymakers.
late.
But, man, that was soft.
Yeah.
compared to the horse collar they did to ball in
I
the
was
end
going to
zone.
say, if you're going to get a late hit, make it a little better than that one.
Dude, we are screaming. Like, our
Sorry.
waveform... No, it's fine. Our waveforms are so big.
Because we're so angry.
Yeah, I'm furious about this game.
Oh.
Nice catch there,
Irving
Oh,
man.
but don't worry,
Fryer.
don't worry. They're going to call it a catch.
Irving Fryer.
That's not Irving Fryer.
No, it's not, but...
Oh,
We've
I see what you're
we've
saying.
had some good 84s at defensive end, by the way. We got
yeah. Mike Rucker was 84, wasn't
yeah,
he?
and we got Jones here.
Broderick Thomas.
He was
remember.
88, wasn't he?
I don't
Neil
know.
Smith was 90. I thought Broderick was 84. Maybe I'm wrong.
Neil
Maybe
Smith.
he was
I always
56.
I always forget that Neil Smith played
He
for us.
more or
Oh,
less
yeah,
played,
man.
He more played defensive tackle at Nebraska, though.
Smith?
Yeah.
I just
which is
remember him doing
crazy.
the George Brett
Yeah.
thing for the Chiefs.
Him
That's how I
as a
remember him.
tackle, I mean... Ooh.
That guy
That
guy had CTE from
yeah,
that
he
hit.
just lost an inch
He just
off of his
yeah,
height.
and a year off his life.
Whoa.
That one hit.
He does get the title, though.
Broderick Thomas, 89.
Ah, sorry.
And I said 88.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, we can Google what number Broderick Thomas is, but we can't Google whether or not.
His
I
phone.
Tyrone.
Googled Calvin Jones crack.
But what about Tyrone Williams
You
crack?
can only Google so many people and crack before it starts to seem
You
weird.
can Google your own shit.
I don't
There
have
you
my
go.
phone
Where's your phone?
in the other room.
Oh my gosh, you should go get it. Charlie
Come
Ward.
on.
Somebody sets a pick.
Oh, is he just
And a
going to walk
screen.
into the end zone?
Nope.
Oh,
I'll take that
Oh,
horse
I thought
collar.
That was dangerous.
yeah. And that's
They
really
call
weird.
that a fumble, I think.
And that's really weird. How did a Heisman Trophy winner like that make such a horrible decision?
Boy, that guy, he put him in Reese's Pieces. That was bad. That was awful.
It was, but you know what? You're a dad. You can get by with
Yes. Do I get, and I have 2 kids, so I can make really bad jokes.
Yeah.
it. You also have sandals on. Throw some socks on and complete it.
Oh, my dad, I saw a picture of him. He just wears black socks with shorts all the time. And I did it once the other day, too. I'm getting there.
Does he do it like he thinks he's Chris Webber,
No.
a la 90s Michigan?
I don't think he's ever thought he was Chris Webber. Although the other day I said to him, Dad, everyone the Lakers signed other than LeBron James
Is bad.
is a worse shooter than you are. And afterwards, he's like, Joe, I wasn't a bad shooter. I was like, I'm not saying you were a bad shooter. I'm just saying you're a 70-year-old guy, and these guys are in the NBA.
7-6 at halftime.
Yeah,
What
this was a
low-
defensive struggle.
It sure was. Oh, he's eating his mouthpiece.
Oh my God. He's throwing gum in.
Here we go. Someday you're going to kill your wife and her friend, and it's not going to be good. He was warned, everybody.
Yeah.
He was warned.
That's not O.J. Simpson.
That's
Yeah, it
OJ.
is.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, that's Tom Osborne.
Are you sure it's
I
not just a
dig that
black
hat.
guy that you guys think is O.J. Simpson because
They
you're
don't
racist?
have more than one sideline announcer in the 90s.
I'm not going out there and play Dick.
It was 100%
Oh,
OJ.
did he ask him to play for him?
I
OJ,
dig
we
that
could've
hat.
used
I
you.
want that hat. What's that?
I thought he was saying, OJ, we could use you out there.
I think he did say something along those lines.
You're a killer.
Yeah.
we need that killer
gun.
instinct.
I got this gun. Can you hide it for me?
I don't use guns, Coach.
Dick Enberg. I met him.
Trumpy Dick.
I forgot Bob Trumpy was a color commentator.
Trumpy, yeah.
But I met Dick Enberg one time at the NCAA tournament. That guy, I hate to talk ill of the dead. He was great. He was fun, but man, he was
Handsy?
strange dude.
Oh, really?
Strange dude.
They
Really?
both of them are wearing the two ugliest
Look
ties
at
I've
that
ever
tie, yeah.
But you know they were hot ties
seen. Especially
at that time.
the one on the right, because that
The
was the
Lambert-
thing, taking a bunch of shit that didn't match and making like a shirt out of it. That was a legit.
There's
OJ
OJ. Now,
again.
see, OJ's tie's all right.
Yeah. Oh, that is
That's a
OJ.
classier tie.
Yeah. Blood red. Bobby Bowden's like, I really don't like talking to black people.
I don't think he says that.
It doesn't say it, but he's definitely thinking it. What he's thinking
You know,
is,
OJ
don't say the thing about black people that you're thinking. Don't say the thing about the black people that you're thinking. That's what he's saying.
OJ, we pay these guys a lot of money. And if they're not going to perform out there, well,
We're getting hurt. We thought maybe we could mix the run and the pass from the eye, but they're killing us, and we're gonna have to go back.
Bobby is animated.
Go back to more shotgun.
We gotta just jab in there and jab out
Yep,
about
yep.
40
Yeah.
times, and we'll make some
in and
progress.
out, and in and out, and over and over and over, and then, take off the gloves.
Yeah.
Here we go. Nebraska.
What was I going
Wait.
to say? Oh, straight about Bobby Bowden. I interviewed a guy. I won't say his name.
Don't do it.
He was like a local radio guy, but like a young and like beginner. That
I think I know who you're talking about.
Got it.
yeah, and at the end of it, he just gave me Bobby Bowden's phone number.
Did you call it?
No, I've never called it,
Ah,
but I have it still.
I bet he's got a different number now.
no way, man.
No, this was after he retired. This was
Oh,
only
man.
like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's
but I
the
bet he
same.
still changes it from time to time.
I bet not.
Let's crank call him.
Is it? I don't even know what I would sound like.
We just, you know what? We wouldn't even have to crank call him.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
call him and say we're the Nebraska podcast. Can you talk about that game? I'd interview him about that game, even though they won. That'd be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'd bring in the Florida State fans who are about to be disappointed with their team's demise as the rise of Scott Frost and the Huskers overtakes Florida football.
I wonder what Jimbo Fisher's going to do at A&M.
Well, he's got Ben Miles now,
Yeah.
which shows you that Ben Miles is a serious prospect. You know what I mean? Like I know he's a fullback, but going to Texas A&M is a, unless you
It's
think
not
it was.
small, yeah.
It's not,
I mean, that's
especially
a-
when you're leaving. Like usually
Yes.
when you leave a school like Nebraska,
You go
you end up
down
at
a
Colorado
level.
State like POB.
Right.
Well, I mean, it depends.
I mean, sure.
Tanner Lee went upward.
True.
Well, but no, he didn't.
Well,
Went from
he-
Tulane to Nebraska.
Yeah, Tulane to Nebraska. Big. Who gives a shit?
No.
It's-
That's a big jump.
Oh yeah, I bet you Tulane would have beat us last year.
Well,
So
I don't know.
in that grand scheme of things, he took a step down.
they moved, though, from a pro-style
Can we not
offense
talk
to
about the
option.
Riley era? Can we act like it never existed?
Okay.
I'm already mad about this game. I don't need to be
know.
reminded.
Tamarick Vanover, the
Oh.
return specialist for the Chiefs. He
Yes.
took a bunch to the house.
He probably
with
was.
Kansas City.
He wasn't even a starter on this team.
I remember just feeling like every time he touched the ball in Kansas City on a
Yeah.
kick return, he was going to take it to the house.
They have Dante Hall too.
Yeah.
Not Dante. Was it Dante Hall? Or
Yeah.
he
Speaking
was a good
of
returner.
A&M,
Oh, man, those balls bounced. Were they made out of rubber?
They were really overinflated.
my favorite thing, I don't think I saw it on this play, but after every pass deflection in like the Nebraska
Look at that.
heyday
Yeah.
with the defensive backs was, arms up and out to celebrate a good play. Like a lot of like they were flying basically.
Yeah. I kept. Dude, people are stopping me at the gym or whatnot and talking about how scared of our wide receivers they are.
At the gym?
Like Penn State, a lot of Penn State fans.
Was
and-
this a way to just get your mention of the gym in?
Bring the house.
No.
Wait. So you're wearing Husker stuff at the gym, obviously.
Well, they
Right.
all just
Nice
we
catch.
all we're a lot of Husker stuff at the gym, but also we just know because we all talk about football and
12's got to be a failed quarterback, right?
Yeah. Or a walk on, the one walk on. All right, we gave a walk on the ball.
You know
Get
how-
out. Take your uniform off.
you know who Hell Varsity picked as the defensive back on the rise for next season?
Who?
DiCaprio Boodle.
Really?
I mean, that's
He's the
Oh, that's a
perfect
Nebraska.
fit.
makes sense.
He's the perfect fit for their scheme.
Well, then, he's got. I mean,
And
they
I
say-
Little and
they-
fast.
and I
Little
called
and
it,
fast.
and
They
I
keep
called it.
talking about the
I
lack
called
of
it
depth,
from
but
day
I feel
one.
like we've got 4 or 5 guys, and maybe that's not as many as you need, but if
We have
don't-
11 receivers on scholarship this year. We only had 6 under Riley.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, get there. That's a dime that he just dropped there.
That was a good pass.
That was a Heisman pass.
Yeah. Because that was across the
Remember-
field.
Man, I can't believe Charlie Ward had such an amazing season. Such an amazing career as a pro too.
Well, he didn't even get drafted because he said he was going to play both football and basketball, so football teams just were like, nah.
Did he ever?
Were those finger guns?
Yeah.
Probably.
But really, it was just him trying to show off his abs.
Yeah.
If he wanted to show off the guns, he'd show off the real ones. Oh, this is the play coming up that we're going to get
Yeah,
angry
he
about,
thinks he
aren't
got
we?
in here
Well, they
doing the
whistled
backwards high
it.
step.
Get ready,
If
everybody.
there's one thing I don't like about 90s broadcasts, they don't have the scoreboard and clock up all the time.
You're right. Right, they tried to rush this play here, and then
Nebraska did recover. But William Floyd is selling it like he scored a touchdown.
no replay at the time, right?
Was Osborne saying it broke the plane? Is that what he was saying? I was trying to read his lips.
Let's see.
He was praying. No.
It's not a great angle to see whether he crossed the plane or not, but
There's a face mask there.
yeah. I'm
There
pretty
it
sure he
doesn't look
didn't.
like. You thought it did, and there's.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
hard to tell because it's just cocked off to the side a little bit.
that face mask was. Here
Here's
we
the
go.
better angle. No,
Oh,
he
no.
lost it beforehand. Ugh.
Jerks.
I don't think they get the 2. At least
No,
that's some
that-
sort of.
Yeah. There it is.
So that's 9. What is that? 9 to 7 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is, I think, the second half is where that's where Frazier.
Or
Right.
no, it's 12 to 7.
Is it?
Yeah, because we get 10 more, right?
It's 18-16 is the final score.
So we get 9 more.
Well, I know Byron Bennett gets what he thinks is the game-winning field goal,
Right.
and then
We come down and we know what's going to happen there.
Isn't this the one where, like, Graham or somebody returns a blocked field goal for a touchdown and they call it back?
no.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's make some bets.
Find out.
Let's make some wagers.
Yeah, Byron Bennett had.
That guy's name is Brandy Alexander.
Turner Gill,
Yes.
coach of the Liberty Flames. Ron Brown is not one of his assistants anymore.
Oh.
They just moved up to FBS.
Isn't he 80?
Ron Brown. He's up there. Look at those nice high pleated pants. High pleated khakis.
What were they just pointing out? The perfect
His
arm angle?
muscles.
Yeah.
Looks like he could still chuck it.
This is back before people had ADD, when they could like just sit on a shot for 20 seconds.
There was
You're right. I haven't seen one tomahawk chop, luckily.
Yeah, I think that was cut due to time here. Catch the
Oh,
damn
dear
ball.
goodness. Oh.
There was a really good article a few years back. People give Dirk Chatelain a lot of shit, and when he has opinions, I get it. But like as far as researching and doing like human interest piece,
reaction.
he got a great interview out of Byron Bennett. Like he just tracked him down several years after the fact, and Byron Bennett was like teaching at a high school in Texas. Like, how the heck did you find me? I think that's one of the great pieces of Nebraska football journalism.
Yeah, I tried to find Kenny Walker to do an interview with him. He's teaching he's like a gym teacher or something like that at a high school for the deaf. And he coaches a football team there and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I couldn't ever, it was very hard to get a hold of him.
Didn't hear the phone ring?
I wasn't going to say it.
Sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
No, you're not.
It was too easy.
I think that's just an accurate observation.
Oh, yeah? If I would have said that, it'd have been the worst thing your cuck ears had ever heard.
See, it's when you add that stuff at the end there that
we just saw Ron Brown, by the way.
With that
rocking
sick-app mustache.
That was a hell of a
Yeah,
mustache.
dude, that was a...
Oh.
That was a mustache for riding right there.
Is that Clinton Childs? I love some of the names on these 90s teams.
Oh, yeah, man.
Clester, Clinton, Tommy with an IE.
Boy, number 6 Tennessee, Peyton Manning just didn't do it in the big games.
Ever.
He really didn't too much. He had a couple big games in the many he played against New England. He had several very good games.
There's really only two... There's really only like a couple big games. That's Super Bowl, national title. That's it.
And the conference title, you're saying?
National title, Super Bowl. Those are the only big games person can play in.
He's had big games in the... his Super Bowl... Well, he lost a Super Bowl where he did well, I thought. Where he played well.
They didn't play well enough.
No, Seattle killed him.
No, he did not play well in that one.
No, and he didn't play great in the other one either.
The Saints won. I mean, there was a huge pick six in that one.
Yes.
So he didn't redshirt at Tennessee, did he? I don't think he did.
No.
So he would have been a high school senior this year.
Oh, I thought he was a freshman this year.
No, because 97, there's
Oh,
the
it was
tomahawk
97,
chop.
yes.
97 was the senior year, so
that's
96,
right.
90, or 97, 96, 95,
So that
94.
was before. Boy, they were number 6 the year before they got Peyton Manning. Who was their quarterback? Heath Schuler?
Probably.
Possibly, yeah. Former congressman?
I heard that damn tomahawk chop.
You did?
Yeah. 3rd and 14 is not a great down and distance for this Nebraska offense.
What is it?
They got 13.
3rd and 14.
They go for it here?
I'm highly doubting
No,
at this
I
point
mean,
in the field.
3rd and 14 isn't really a good down and distance for any team.
Typically not.
I mean, I don't think that's fair to blame like Nebraska. Like,
Well, I mean, when you're a run-heavy offense, though, it's even less ideal.
sure. Did you hear about Lee? What's his last name?
Harvey
Barfneck?
Oswald?
Barfneck.
Oh.
Did an AMA on Reddit and got ate alive so much that he deleted his Reddit account in the middle of it.
Who's this?
Lee Barfneck.
He's the Omaha World Herald writer who voted for Michigan over Nebraska in the AP poll in '97.
And that's what people read him alive on. And
But
and also just a bunch of other stuff. He would say something and people would respond. There'd just be like 20 responses.
Oh,
like,
that's great.
The dumbest thing I've ever read.
He took down his Reddit page.
He deleted his Reddit account. And now when you go through, like, you can't delete the answers. You can only delete So like it just says deleted, and then his responses are still there.
That's hilarious.
It's so funny. I went through them all like last night or the night before, and I mean, people were vicious. One guy was like, "Hey man, I always thought you were a good writer. Apparently nobody agrees with me." And then his response
that's
was,
offensive pass interference. Something
"They don't call any
never
play.
call.
Nothing on us, man. Nothing. We were playing the refs this game, for sure.
I mean, those 2 calls alone
There's
are...
more. There's still more coming. There's the one where the guy blocks the field goal and runs it back. The fat guy that Pat says doesn't exist.
Yeah, I don't recall that.
They may have cut it out.
No, they would not cut out a...
Well, they
Whoa,
had.
did they cut that out? Whoa. That's who the heck is that? Is that Floyd?
I missed it. I was looking
We're
up.
brother and sister and husband and wife.
Did that say Florida State SOB on his hoodie?
Probably. Did you see there was no one in the seats behind them there?
Because his ugly wife kept farting.
You mean sister?
Yeah, sister wife. Little known fact about Florida State.
Sister wives.
They're like Utah but more redneck.
Utah, but inbred.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
with
looking down
pythons.
because I was trying to figure out. So one of our linemen on the offensive side of the ball, Lance Lundberg, I knew he played 8-man football in Nebraska. I think it was Wausau, but either way, I'd totally forgotten. So prior to this game, he and a defensive player got into a fight, and I guess the defensive player messed him up, and so then like in 2006, Lundberg sued the university because he still had problems like with his brain and head and everything after
God.
that.
How bad did he get beat up?
Sounds like pretty bad.
It doesn't sound great.
But he still played?
Yeah.
Whew. Did he win?
The fight doesn't sound like it.
No, not the fight. The guy who wins the fight never wins the lawsuit.
Except for in hockey.
Well,
I feel like hockey.
I guess true.
According to the complaint, Lundberg, an offensive lineman, was hit in the face by cornerback Leslie Dennis on December 27th, 1993, at a practice at a Miami high school. He suffered a
Wow.
broken nose, a broken cheekbone, and a cut beneath the eye.
Well, there you go.
He was only asking for $50,000, actually.
Oh, jeez. I mean, that's what Bowden paid all his linemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Eat that, Charlie Ward.
Did we get roughing the passer on that one, too?
Yeah. D Jones.
Dante.
How you like that D? How you like that D, Charlie Ward? Dude, Charlie
I love
Ward.
those Apex jackets, by the way. What's that?
Charlie Ward sounds like a sucker.
I have one of those. You
Charlie
love
Ward
those?
sounds like a what?
Like a sucker. The name of a sucker.
Did, you said I like.
I
yeah,
think
I like
have
those.
one. Didn't I? No, it's a starter jacket, and it's a
Yeah,
Nebraska
those are pretty
starter
close.
jacket.
They're in
Did
the
I
same
tell
vein.
you that the starter tag on the zipper was so large that I almost knocked a tooth out when I just kind of
believe it.
flung the jacket up?
Yeah, you could. I remember those things hurting
I
when
mean,
they
it was
hit.
it's the size of a 50-cent piece.
Right.
What do you need a zipper that heavy for?
It was the 90s, man. Like that hip hop
It's true.
culture
You
was
don't
really.
know when you're really going to need to unzip that
hip,
thing.
hop, zip, hop, trip, top, stip.
Stop it. God.
Thank you. Thank you. I
usually
was-
don't edit these, but I might cut that out just because
What,
you
my
embarrassed.
freestyling?
Yeah, because you embarrassed me.
I am
Trev
very-
Alberts didn't make
By
the play
hearing
there, but
that,
he
you're
played his
embarrassed?
ass off that game.
I wish he'd have been a better pro.
Well, he just had injuries.
Yep.
Neck injuries, that'll do it.
Well, and you know what? I wonder what percentage of linemen who are busts from the first round. It's just that, you know.
Well, he was a linebacker.
But then he was a lineman in the pros.
No.
He was a linebacker?
He went, yeah, and he went into a three-point stance on that play where they showed the replay. But yeah, he was a linebacker.
Oh.
Won the Butkus Award and Lombardi, I think.
You know what the Butt Kiss Award is?
Kissing butts.
Yep. You got to kiss a bunch of butts.
Amazing that guy's name was Dick Buttkiss.
It's the boy named Sue kind of thing.
Yes.
My
True.
My fantasy football team every year's names were
Irving Fryer's cousin.
no. It was Dick Butt Kiss, but it was 3 words. Mm-hmm. That was the name of my fantasy team every year.
Oh, really?
Till I stopped playing fantasy.
and
They
started.
just kept bringing the same blitz up in the middle, it looked like.
Yeah.
You can only pick the Lions
Carl
defense in the
Winslow.
first round so many times before it's just not worth it. And I would do like the free fantasy leagues and I would only pick like Husker players in those.
Oh, that's what my dad did. My dad was in a fantasy league with me one year, and he picked all Jets and Giants, who are never really
Bad
known
idea.
to be bad.
Bad idea, especially just because you can't. Your bye weeks are fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well there were a number of things he figured out late in the season. He did not do well. It's the only year he played.
I didn't see the missed 47-yarder. Did that get cut out maybe?
Yeah, it was probably the one where they
Blocked it and they ran it back for the touchdown.
No, I don't think. Yeah, he did run it back for a touchdown, but they called it back. I don't know if it's because you can't return a kick, or if they said that something happened, but they probably cut that one out too.
Boy, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, I would have liked to have been proven right.
Well,
Instead,
I'd
we'll
like
just-
to see a unicorn.
Yeah.
Well, you know the difference is that I see what you're doing here. Like I get what you're doing, but what I'm saying really happened.
Danny Cannell.
Yeah.
All right. ESPN.
Before offering terrible hot takes.
Yes.
Dude, Kirk
And he-
Herbstreit is such a fucking coward pussy.
Who knew that would be the most polarizing thing on our Twitter this week?
That's amazing. I
Anybody
didn't know,
that- and anybody
I didn't
that-
know that Nebraska fans could be a fan
there
of
were
Herb
just
Street.
there were 10, but they were squeaky wheels. Lawrence.
Uh-oh, Lawrence
the
Phillips is
freshman.
in. He walked in, he looked at Tommy Frazier, and Tommy Frazier's like, let's go murder a bunch of kids. Right?
OJ was like, hey, what is this?
This guy's OJ.
I'm gonna murder their parents.
To be fair, he didn't kill anyone.
Who?
Phillips.
Well, actually he did.
Oh, he did that guy in prison, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
That was self-defense.
Allegedly,
though,
he
said.
admitted to killing the guy.
But he said it was self-defense.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
No, he did kill someone.
And he told
Right.
he used to
Right.
he used to like put himself in the hole. Like he would ask them to put him in the
Yes.
hole because he was like, these guys are trying to fight me
Right.
and I'll kill them.
Right.
I love that play that Nebraska
Yeah.
ran in the 90s, by the way. That little one half
step
step back for Frazier and then just go right up the middle on that sort of draw.
God, I'm really excited to see what Adrian Martinez does.
Well, that's why I was asking about what game we played in the year before this, because to me that would be a more apt
We got housed
comparison.
in the previous
well,
Orange Bowl.
If we got
Yeah.
to the Orange Bowl and got housed next year, I'd be okay with that.
Dude, we have the best wide receiver core in the country right now.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Tony's parents, they look like him.
Ole
They-
Miss.
Are
Ole
you
Miss-
sure? I'm pretty sure Tommy Frazier's dad is passed away when he was young.
It looked like
Ole Miss has
maybe
good
it's an uncle
receivers.
Maybe
then.
it's an uncle, or maybe his dad passed away. But I remember the one times ever being like furious during a Husker game was when a newscaster walked into the stands
Oh, that looks
and
like- I
kind of ambushed Frazier's mom and was like, "This is so and so, Tommy Frazier's mother." Whose husband passed away and you could like see the look on her face.
Ooh.
Look at Phillips, man.
It's a nice little change of pace.
Yeah.
Change of pace. That's
I mean-
a nice little
it's a-
Heisman caliber running back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he looks. Calvin Jones was considered like a true pro prospect.
Yes.
I mean, he left for the NFL after
Yes.
this game.
Well, I
and
think
he
he saw
looks
these-
faster than Calvin.
Oh, definitely. I think he saw these 3-4 carries and was like, "Oh, that's it for me."
Yeah. Look how big her mouth is. I'm just gonna keep pointing it out just
Yeah.
to really hammer it home.
You like that hat, Pat? I don't like that hat.
I don't like it.
I like.
I don't
the
like
sort
this
of,
80s
I
style.
like sort of
I don't
how
either.
gauche it is.
Yeah.
Nebraska did release these hats in the 90s for like a brief year or two, like real briefly, where they
Nice
were
catch.
like almost that
Yeah.
color of maroon from Florida State.
Oh, really?
And then like green, like a forest green, and they had that 90s script.
Weird.
And it was really weird. Like there was no red, white, or black on them. It's almost like they were just seeing how far they could get away with.
Right.
And they didn't last very long. I thought they were really cool, but I was like 11.
Sure.
I wouldn't today think it was cool if they did that.
That little guy Corey Dixon, man, he was one of his favorite receivers.
That does look like Tommy Frazier. Maybe it's his brother.
Could be.
I mean, that's an old brother.
Is it 30?
He looks older
could
than
have,
30.
Well, but he could have
No.
Greg Oden disease.
Well, that's
Where you
that's
look
a thing.
40 from the age
Ron
of
Brown
16.
stash.
Look at that, dude. How much pussy you think he eats?
Ron Brown.
Is it allowed in the Bible?
He only eats one pussy, but he
Okay,
eats the
that's fine.
shit out of
Oh,
it,
boy.
man.
Oh,
Boy,
boy.
howdy. He's got one lucky wife.
Oh boy.
That's pure power stash, though.
Yeah, dude.
It is. It is. Is this the fourth quarter?
It's got to be with the changing of the sides here.
Yeah. The changing of
Lawrence.
the sides.
Yeah.
Ooh, he almost let go of that ball a little early.
Yeah, he almost Chad Johnson that.
He almost killed that ref for a brief second.
Lawrence is just glad to be out of his home at this point.
Yeah.
That got really sad. I'm sorry. I like the grocery store script, like the tagging of Osborne on the
On the
old
side there.
headphones there.
Yeah, somebody had one of those early '80s label makers. Property of Nebraska Athletic Department. Steve Alford
Somebody went to Solich's
Oh,
though and just
no.
put Shorty.
going for 2 again. My God, guys, the tension is palpable.
Yeah.
You just hope, like, I feel like if we just care enough, we can change the outcome of this game
Come on,
still.
Tommy. Come on, Tommy. No.
I want to see a brawl, man. Like, I get this whole, like, Nebraska plays with the respect thing, but to be honest, I don't really give a shit about that. I want Nebraska to play with violence. I want them to tackle violently. I want them to talk shit violently.
I mean,
want
we
them...
did do that in the 90s, which is funny, like that you've got Osborne there.
Yeah. Oh, he should have thrown
He's-
it right there.
Yeah, he would have
There
had
were
that.
a lot of dudes back there.
Well, if it,
Yeah, but
right away.
Tommy's
right
not
away on the
super
fake.
tall.
Boom. Throw it there. But he tried to.
I think he's shorter than me.
Yeah.
Really? Oof.
He's
stopped
probably 5'11".
But he's also like 400 pounds now. Dude
So
is fat.
Huskers up 1.
Ooh, check out that shirt to
Or
the guy
tie.
left of Bobby.
13-12, right?
Might be
15-13.
because
Yeah.
I think Bentley got another field goal. Yeah,
Yeah,
15-13.
15-13. God. And just think, there was that touchdown. That extra point right there does it. That 2-point. I mean, there's a million ways that
Well,
we could have
both
won
teams
this
went
game.
for 2 and failed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
once.
but that's irrelevant. I'm just saying from our perspective, those are two things right there that could have changed the game.
There's a big one coming up after Byron Bennett's field goal.
Yeah.
The one where the guy misses it
Well, no,
and then he runs it back.
the personal foul on the kickoff after Byron Bennett makes the field goal. Nice tackling.
Yeah. This is where.
Kevin Raymakers.
But right here is where, like, again, the conditioning of the Nebraska team. They're sticking with these guys, and we had the momentum at this point. I feel like, and Florida State was like, "What the hell? This is not what we expected."
I will say this: there were some nice titties. Like, I get there, Florida State fans, but big mouths,
Game
nice
recognizes
titties.
game.
Yep, game recognizes game. Pat, well played, well said.
Are we saying Ryan's got a nice set?
I do remember, to shift off of that topic, I do remember I went to a youth football camp the summer following this, and all those guys from Nebraska who were at the youth football camp, it was one in Auburn, but because the high school coach had a relationship with Tom Osborne, so he brought guys in, but like they all just said, we knew we were better conditioned than Florida State. We knew we were going to win that game. We beat them.
Yeah.
And then the next year it was the same thing after the Miami one. They said we knew we were going to beat them.
Well, you could see it in that game even more.
You're gonna see so much difference between last year's team and this new team with
Yeah.
all of what Zach Duvall is doing.
Nice catch.
CrossFit.
CrossFit? Did you
But
say?
that's what he's doing. There's a lot of like CrossFit conditioning stuff.
Well, I mean, if that's what whatever they were doing at Oregon, And again, those guys, he knows they're going to
That's
be
what
running
Herschel
more
Walker
plays.
wasn't a big weight guy. He did a lot. Most of the stuff he did was body
Sit-ups,
weight.
push-ups, and sprints.
I mean, body weight's it's a
Pull-ups.
yeah. I mean, you don't need. You can get pretty strong unless you're trying to like an offensive lineman.
Sure.
Somebody
gotta
or
put on
defensive
mass.
lineman. Someone, yeah. But you got to have mass too because the only way to lift super heavy is to be big. But you can do a lot when those skill
Kareem
guys,
Moss.
receivers and running backs, a quarterback
Right.
never needs to pick up.
Well, you're doing your Kegels right now, right?
What's that? I do reverse Kegels.
Right. You do reverse Kegels pretty
Keep
much
that butt
all
in.
the time.
Yeah, reverse Kegel is where you try to fart, but you don't let right before you fart, you suck it back in.
That's a dangerous game.
Yeah.
For everyone.
And then you try to shift it. So
Oh,
you try to
boy,
shift
they just
that.
jumped to 439. They just took 10 minutes off the quarter.
There's probably
basically.
just a couple
Well,
of
there's
third
only-
outs.
Yeah, there
There's
wasn't
only
anything.
6 more points to be scored
That's
in this
right.
game.
That's right. There's, I think, 3 possessions left.
Wait. Oh, yeah, never mind. I was going to say this felt like the wrong side of the field, but I think it is the correct.
Yes. I mean, I didn't realize what a revelation he was in the fourth quarter of this
Lawrence?
game. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't totally either, but I do remember going into 94,
But that
they were thinking big things for him.
well, and that reminds me a little bit of like Alabama,
Dude,
where you see a guy in a
man.
bowl game come
Yeah.
in and you're like, who the hell is Bo Scarborough? He's 247 pounds and runs faster than anyone else. It always seems like they've got some freshman guy who they've been saving all year.
9 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. Like all fourth quarter, I feel like.
I'll take it.
Dude, how hard is it to defend that?
Come on, Tommy. Get there.
Oh, so close.
And there's the flags.
How did we not score a touchdown on this
That
drive?
flag was on them, though, wasn't it?
Was it?
It's got to be a face mask.
Yeah.
How did we not win this game?
Should we just stop after this field goal? And that's how we remember it.
16-15.
That guy just got enough
Just
on
enough.
Tommy to allow 19 to catch up to
Yeah.
him. The guy before 19. Oh, yeah, that's totally
Yeah.
a face mask. Almost ripped his head
That
off.
should have been a touchdown then, man.
Well, it goes half the distance. Yeah, if it was 1st and goal to 3.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is without that field goal, maybe he doesn't get his hands on him. That's why, you know what I'm saying? He didn't feel confident in his tackle. That's why he grabbed the face mask. So maybe he gets out of it and scores a touchdown.
I heard the word field goal in there, and I think that may have been a mistake. I'm not sure
We
what
don't
you meant
kick
by
a field
that.
goal here?
Yeah.
Well, no,
we did.
yeah. I just didn't follow the structure of the
Oh, did I
sentence. I'm
say
sorry.
fit field goal instead of face mask?
I
Why
think
would
you
you
may
toss
have.
there?
I think that was what happened.
Run
Yeah.
your option here.
I'm saying he's running. The guy grabs his face mask.
You're saying he couldn't have tackled him without the face mask. He wasn't.
Oh, I thought the
I'm
face
saying-
mask was, he had him down anyway.
Well,
There's that
then why did he
damn
face
tomahawk
mask him?
chop. Yeah, he had to just jump high
Yeah.
to try and get onto him, and that's how he got to the face mask. It wasn't a crouch face mask, but that was a pretty rough
It
one
was a
there.
pretty rough one.
Man,
I
we've
cannot
milked
believe-
so much clock on this drive.
How did...
I guess we're just playing for the
yeah,
lead here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I hate to say it, that might be some poor clock management.
What? Right there?
Well, no, just like
Not running it down a little more?
No,
I mean, we
like,
didn't have much more of
trying
a
to run
chance.
it down instead of going
trying
for
to
it.
trying to run it down,
As
but
opposed
then
to just
still
punching
leaving a
it in?
minute and a half.
Yeah.
God, he looks so young. How many times a week do you think Tommy Frazier watches these little games?
Not this one.
Twice. I won one for each national championship.
Yeah.
All right, that's
maybe.
fair. You don't think he watches this one?
Maybe.
If I was him, I'd be very proud of this game.
Byron Bennett.
Um,
He went over 4 in his last 5 games. So, and then including this one, he ends up 1 for 6 in his last 6 games.
Yeah. Well, that last one.
Well, he said he was 100% zoned in on this, then talked some trash after making this, and then was still kind of caught up in the high.
Right.
He said he wishes he would have just gone back to the net
Right, and
right
not
after
gotten-
this field goal.
Well, do you just play it, ask Bennett where he wants the ball, and you
Well, and then the other part of it was, it seemed like the clock ran down, and then it was just a flurry to get out on the
Yes.
field. And he said while they were arguing that he should have been. I'm sure he has a million regrets. I
Right.
mean, he just disappeared from. He was Trev Albert's roommate, and Trev said he didn't really see him after that. Loaded up his car with his snake and left.
Really?
He had like a python or
He
a
just
boa.
left campus?
Are we sure he didn't get eaten by that python?
Oh,
Maybe
there's
he
that
maybe-
python.
maybe-
He drove around in his car with him, like just
Maybe
without not in a case or anything.
Maybe he sat in the car and to get the exhaust, died from the exhaust
And then
asphyxiation,
like in the car
by
with
the
a python.
snake.
and then the
Nice.
snake ate him and the car.
Now, are you afraid you run the risk of killing the snake as well before it can eat you?
That's a good point. Good question. Fair question, Joe.
Okay. I'm just saying. Can we get a gas mask for the snake?
Snake.
But then how does he eat you?
He doesn't have
needs
limbs to remove it.
Ah, boy.
Also needs opposable thumbs. Can we get that snake some opposable thumbs?
Good kick, Byron.
Now go back to that net, you dumb son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, he's not the guy who kicks it off out of bounds here.
Oh, that's right.
That's Sealer because they
A
they
kick
had
out of bounds.
They had separate dudes kicking.
Yes. A kick out of bounds. I forgot about that.
That is a wobbly kick.
Yeah, I mean, that's an
That
extra
wasn't a
point,
thing of beauty.
basically.
Dude, he does not kick like a man with
No.
confidence.
Well, he's got a real like wide swinging
Yeah.
leg thing.
That's not great mechanics there.
And neither
Well,
was
it-
the celebration.
It almost looked like he could kick it. Like he could kick.
That was a soccer kick.
He was so bent over
Yes.
too that it looked like he could kick, like block the kick with his own head.
Yes.
Kicker with a knee brace as well.
That's a guy.
Not promising.
That's a guy who's a converted soccer player.
Florida State team that many regard the
So was Sue.
I think Bennett might have been. Sue kicked a rugby ball the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
He'd be a good rugby player.
Oh my God! I've been watching a fair bit of rugby lately. It's kind of fun, man.
Oh my God, it's so. I like that game. You know,
That's a
It's-
vicious game.
it's
Sealer.
football.
Sealer.
Oh,
Sealer.
to the 40, right?
35, I think.
Still,
I mean, it wasn't even a good kickoff to begin with. There's no one.
22 completions was an Orange Bowl
I think
record.
he was trying to squib it. He
How
must
is
have been trying to
22
squib it.
completions an Orange Bowl record?
The
God,
you had Nebraska and Oklahoma playing in it
that's
most
true.
years.
That's true. You don't
In
get 22.
Miami,
But still, I thought Miami threw it enough. It's crazy.
They weren't West Coasting it.
No, you're right.
neither is Florida State.
I gotta go. I can't watch the rest of this. I'll stay.
Their ACC logo looks like a Jack in the Box logo.
Yeah. I think Jack in the Box actually sponsors the ACC.
There had been a bunch of people who died from Jack in the Box like in the 90s.
Yeah.
So what kind of box was it?
A Listeria box.
Get it? Jack in the Box?
Yeah, I get it.
There.
Jack in the Box.
Right. Good joke. Solid joke, guys.
Oh!
That'd have been the game.
That could have been a pickup.
Oh, sweet flannel T-shirt combo in the background by one of the photographers. That was pure 90s photographer garb.
Another almost.
Trev Alberts was on the outside.
Looking in.
Nebraska's done a good job of getting pressure up in front of Charlie Ward's face all night long.
Was that Kevin Raymakers who almost sacked him? Another Nebraska kid, Norfolk Catholic. That was a bailout. Oh, is that the late hit? No.
Now, how much time's left on the clock? A minute 3?
Yeah.
There's a late hit that comes up here.
Yeah.
Well, they still got that.
Out of bounds.
They still got that weird kick where he catches it and runs it back, and then.
I think Bentley's one of those guys who missed a field goal against Miami
Yeah.
at some point.
Right. Wide right.
Yeah. Whoa! So many. Oh. Another Tyrone Williams airplane, though. I like it.
Fourth down. Oh,
Man,
my
it's illegal.
God.
It's
It's all
illegal to
coming
fly a
back to
plane
me
when
now.
you're. It's illegal to fly a plane when you're smoking crack. I'm surprised no one arrested him for that.
Not if it's a privately... Well, it probably still is.
Yeah, it's still illegal.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the airspace that way.
I mean, honestly, it's just illegal to smoke crack. Just that alone, in any
Fair enough.
situation.
They didn't
Now, well, here's a
give them
question.
that by a whole lot.
What
that
if you
first
own
down.
like a 40-mile square land, and you've got crack on it, but it's private property, and you got a plane there, and it's private property, and you're just above your own land?
You
What's up?
can't. You can't have crack.
Trav was getting held, by the way. There's the late hit.
That's,
Like if a guy's.
that's the late hit?
He was
Yeah.
about 2 steps out of bounds, though.
Yeah, but the other guy pushed him back. Like, he didn't hit him, really.
I mean, that's sort of like the Charlie Ward roughing the passer. Oh, Tom Osborne has hands on high waist.
Yeah.
He's so upset.
Let's see.
Yeah, nab it.
Come on.
The linebacker can't catch him. He's out of bounds. Yes, flag thrown. That's easy.
Give him an offsetting for the shove back.
Dude, that wasn't a shove. That was a.
Oh, that's all you're going to see.
That was the closest thing to Tom Osborne swearing
Yeah.
ever.
What did he say? I missed it.
He just
I don't know, but
the
there was a
gesture.
snap of the hand. It was a very curt thing that he just
That's
shouted.
it right there.
God hates you. That's what he said. God hates you. Right?
Ron Brown had a UN hat on.
God bless it. So the ball would have been at like the 33?
Yeah. Not automatic for Scott Bentley.
No. 50? That would have been a career long. I think his career long was 37, it said.
He missed a 47. Whoa. He missed a 47-yarder earlier in the game.
Gamblers anymore, Dick. They got guts. The coaches have guts.
Wow, that should have been 6.
Yeah.
In his offense's ability to throw the ball like a handoff.
You know a surprising Florida State quarterback? Brad Johnson.
Yeah. He didn't... Did he start for them even?
I mean, he had to have. He played in the NFL a long time.
But there's, Matt Castle didn't start at
Wow.
USC.
He was the
Fair
only
point.
one that ever
Oh.
didn't.
Ooh. Oh. This might be worse than the...
Yeah.
Worse
Although-
on Nebraska's standpoint. I mean, I think that's a clearer penalty than the late hit out of bounds.
Yeah.
But this is worse because it allowed... How did Florida State not completely run the clock
Yeah.
down?
Well, we had timeouts, and we use them here.
How terrible, though, of clock management with 40 seconds left and a fresh set of downs.
I agree. And do you also know that half of this video is the last 4:37 of this game?
You're
It
right.
seems like.
I mean, that's where the magic
It's true.
happened.
It's
I
true,
mean, not
but-
magic for us.
But I gotta say, that's like we got through the first 55 minutes of the game in like 45 minutes.
28 points total were scored in
Yeah.
that amount of time. No, 25,
Right,
because
and then-
9 were scored.
In this last little,
No, wait, never mind.
no,
I'm
not
an
9,
idiot.
6.
6, yep. I
Almost
keep
9.
counting Byron Bennett like he made it.
Yes.
His last one. They just look like they're going to take a knee.
Is that the I form?
Yeah, looked like it.
I would like to play Madden with you, Pat,
Why?
because I just want to see how you pick plays.
Yeah, how did they? How did they? 24 seconds right now?
There's your Bentley miss. I'm not great at video games, Tweedy.
Well,
I'm
but-
the guy who turns his
okay.
whole body with the.
I'll tell you what I would like. I would like to play a game of Madden, and you tell me what plays to call,
Okay.
and see if you do, and see if I do better with your play calling than I do with my
That's
own.
Bennett.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you say that was Bennett?
I think
No,
so.
that was Bentley.
Bentley, rather.
Yeah.
That was Bentley.
I mean, Madden's weird because you're playing a human being that oftentimes doesn't do the correct thing. They've got all these weird
Right.
trick plays.
Well, that's what you got to watch for, man. You got to defend against a trick play in Madden. In Madden,
enough.
the trick play isn't a trick play.
The offense has a huge advantage in Madden.
Well, scoring.
Unless you like my franchise, I have like a pretty sick defensive backs. I beat G 41-4. He's been on here a few times. I beat him 41-14 in our last game.
Oof.
Somebody was about to break a leg there.
What the heck?
Especially with those shiny gold pants. It
Yeah.
looks...
Get
off the field.
Whoa.
Oh, I remember Bobby got a little wound up with this. Bobby respected Tom Osborne a lot.
Oh, sure. Well, they were very similar, except for the paying.
Yeah.
And the swearing.
Yeah.
Bobby's a little dude,
And then he just
man.
looks like a little goblin.
Yeah.
A little hobgoblin. with a big mouth, if you didn't notice.
Goblin.
They had completely different senses of humor, too.
Yes.
Yeah, like Tom didn't have one, and
He could be dry.
you're trying to act like he's Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, this looked very weird when these guys get tackled here. It's like,
Look at
wait,
that, dude.
who-
Oh, that's like reverse cowgirl
it
or
is.
something.
That's not reverse.
I know it's not. Just reverse
Regular.
cowgirl. Reverse cowgirl is funnier to say.
True. Reverse Seminole.
There was a dick butt there, though.
Yeah,
Kiss.
definitely.
What do we got? 35
My
seconds?
favorite meme of all time is Dick Butt.
20 seconds.
And we still almost kick another field goal, right?
This
getting
guy
position.
believes.
Yeah. I like you, 81.
Dude, look at his eyes.
He's
He is
ready. He
not.
said,
That
"We
is
can
the
do it."
eyes of a man who thinks he's still winning this game. I hope when we look into Adrian Martinez's eyes, because I think he's going to be the one that gets it, whether he should or not. I think that's who they're going to roll with.
Well, did Tommy start his freshman year?
Squib kick. That's
I think
always
he's
a terrible
like 3
idea.
games in or
It
something.
is.
Tommy started at like midway through his freshman year.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 games in, 3
I
games
mean,
and something
that
like that, right?
was a horrible play.
Well, we tried squibbing too, and that's why it went out of bounds. At least
Yeah.
they knew to squib midfield.
Right. Squib mid.
Yep. A squid, if you will.
Yes.
Tremaine
Kenny
Bell.
Oh,
What?
I said Kenny Bell.
Oh,
Greg Bell.
Zach Wiegert?
None of whom were born at that time.
God, that's sad.
Get out of here, Bentley. You're a kicker. You did your job.
Now
that was a
get
chip
off
shot.
the field.
This is manageable.
Absolutely.
Especially when you throw blasters like that. Touch it!
Oh, that would
Yep.
have been a makeable field goal. Wait. We had to have had a timeout though to get the clock stopped after the next completion. So
First
Florida
down.
State,
First down.
oh, Florida State really had to have bungled some things. Clock management. I mean, we don't have the sound up very loud.
Well,
And they're
they're
skipping
also
around,
jumping
too.
ahead,
Yeah.
so we don't know what happened, but
I can't believe they cut out that big play I was talking about.
yeah.
Nebraska going with 4 wide.
Yeah. Probably the only time
There
that
it is.
season.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Tremaine. I mean, if this had been Texas, it would have already been over. Yeah, he was, Dick.
Oh, wait,
they
they're not
did.
letting him get another playoff?
No, they do.
Well, no, it takes a minute though. This is the first time I've ever seen Tom Osborne argue. 1 second. But
They must have had a timeout.
they must, because you wouldn't
You
have
can't
time to
set up-
spike it.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah, there's 2 seconds left.
2 seconds left for Nebraska. And certainly, the game was not over.
And there's no replay to figure this out. Tom Osborne had to be persuasive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't, there was no replay at this point, so yeah.
To be able to
Did you catch the guy with the disposable camera behind Bobby Bowden just there?
No. Oh, he got doused? Oh, this would have been even better if we'd have won.
For him to have to go out and shake Tom
Yes,
Osborne's
they're
hand and they're
both
both
soaked.
soaked.
And holding a hat that says National Champions on it.
wind the clock. Ball is spotted inside the 35, so it is still a very long
Yeah, 52-yard kick.
Yeah.
the 42,
But I think it ends up being like 49.
Because they ice him or something? Oh, wait, that wouldn't
No,
make
that wouldn't.
sense.
He just totally, he slips, right?
That's what it looks like. I can't remember what he said kind of happened there.
I mean, it's not even close, but damn. We don't blame you if you shut it off right now.
45, did they say? I don't even know that it made it all the way there. Now you got to wear your stupid undeserved national championship hat. Notre Dame fans were pissed. There were Notre Dame fans who thought, regardless of who won, that they should be national champions.
Notre Dame should be?
Yeah,
Nah. I'm okay with that not happening.
yeah, me too.
Were they undefeated?
Now,
They beat Florida State
Yeah.
at Notre Dame
And then
earlier
lost to
in the
Boston
year.
College.
Yeah, then lost to Boston College on a field goal.
and then won their bowl game. Now, we do have about 35
Against
minutes of
A&M.
post-game coverage that we're going to talk over, too.
Yeah.
It's mostly Florida State interviews and the championship presentation.
You think that every time Bobby Bowden's in a room and the O.J.
This is some
Simpson,
bad camera work here.
Yeah.
They couldn't get a camera in there.
yeah, all those other cameras that are in there and the people that are actually running the show,
Hey, can we get in there, please?
and like guys are just holding it up like this. There's no way you're
Look at
getting
the camera
footage.
time that guy with the blue headset, in the blue shirt with the headset. He's and to Sheriff Bowden also getting some
Yeah,
time.
he does look like Bobby Bowden.
Yep. He's just his brother who dresses like that all the time.
Yeah.
He's not a real member of the Tallahassee Police Force. Well, folks, just know that 2 national championships come right off of this.
And two
Hey,
more are
you want
coming.
to come play for us?
And 2 more are coming soon.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
Are we just
All
going
right.
to forget that 97 happened?